Peñaflor. I'm from Juventino Rosas, Guanajuato, Mexico. My family and I arrived in the US in 1993. My father adjusted through the amnesty in the 80s, and he petitioned for my sisters, my mom, and me. Although the legal profession encompasses a lot of areas, the reason that I chose immigration law, first of all, is because I'm an immigrant myself. I'm part of the immigrant community. My family as a whole tends to be immigrant, and I really wanted to make a difference in that community given that I come from it. Another reason that I decided that I wanted to do immigration law is because I gained great respect for the field when I took immigration law in law school. Before that, I really thought, like many people think, that it's just filing forms, but it's a very rich area of law, very complex, very technical, and that was very appealing to me. The thing that I enjoy the most out of being an immigration attorney is the fact that I make such a huge difference in people's lives. Just being able to see the change from somebody being without any legal status to having legal status, and the things that they're able to accomplish is incredibly rewarding, and it's probably my favorite part out of practicing immigration law. The thing that I offer to the immigrant community that I think no other lawyer can is the fact that I am part of the immigrant community. I went through the process. I know what it is to not have status. I know what it is to have status, and I know what it takes to go from one thing to the next. That experience, I think, enables me to be able to take an interest in people's cases like some other lawyers can't, not because they don't want to, but because they just don't understand the immigrant experience. Being an immigrant myself, I think that brings a lot of fervor and a lot of compassion to the way that I practice law that I think no other lawyer can provide. Another thing that I think is very important that I offer not only to my clients but to the community as a whole is my interest in helping the community, being involved in the community, being a business owner, being a law firm owner. I can involve myself in education with the schools, in sports, through community leagues and sponsorships. It's always my interest to not only help the community to process their paperwork, to get them legal status, but also to make the community better as a whole through involvement. We're definitely living in some very difficult times. My advice for the community during these times is, first of all, to make sure that they seek legal advice from people who are actually capable of giving that legal advice, authorized to give that legal advice. During times like this, we get a lot of people who try to take advantage of the situation and try to make a quick buck in sometimes not honest ways. Make sure that if you're somebody who's affected by the things that are happening, make sure that you seek the advice of attorneys. Make sure that you don't go to notarios, you don't go to notaries, you don't, take the advice of your cousin, your whomever that is not really capable of giving you that advice. Also, these are especially important times to be active in your community, to exercise activism, to make sure that you're heard. If you're a US citizen, you should be calling your congressman, you should be voting, you should be making your voice heard. If you're not a US citizen, for example, if you're a legal permanent resident or you know people who are legal permanent residents, you need to make sure that they know that they need to naturalize, that they know that they need to vote if they can vote, so that our voice is heard, so that we can make a difference. This year especially, we're becoming very involved in the community through different projects to make sure that we can naturalize as many people as we can so that we can exercise the right to vote, so that we can make a difference, so that our voice can be heard. I urge you to come and visit us in our Dallas and San Antonio offices. Our first consultation is free. Remember that we're here for you and to attend to all your immigration needs. I'm Juan Peñaflor, your immigration attorney.